Being a strong woman, do you feel like it's been harder for you throughout your career because of you being a woman? Like, do you feel like you had to fight for more, which we see in a lot of situations and a lot of careers throughout America or throughout the world? Excuse me.
I really never had that issue. I've always been very assertive and I've always been intentional. So I'm super upfront. And that has always, even like in high school, so I've always been dynamic in that aspect. I'm very outspoken. If I want it, I get it done and that's it. Yeah. So I've always been like that. So I never really had that issue, whereas my twin sister's more soft-spoken. So maybe she has, but I've never faced that because if I want something, I'm just upfront. I'm very blunt, So me being a woman never was a factor to me. I'm a human and I'm going to get this done. That's just always been my look on it. If you tell me no, if that door is closed, I'm going to create another one. That's always been how I take an approach to it. So me being a woman or me being a single mother, I never let anything cripple me. So maybe it has happened, but I didn't pay it any attention because I'm going to create that. Yes, absolutely.
Respect.
Oh, yeah. That's powerful right there.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
So what gave you the motivation to start your own magazine? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, so you guys are in the industry, right? So I wanted to create
Am I? I don't know. Not like you.
We all are there's many branches of the entertainment industry. There's sports, there's music, but it's all one industry.
Respect.
We all attend the same events. We all network. We all know the same people. So overall, it's the tree, the entertainment industry. There's many branches, but there's a tree. And in this industry, people are so, they're gatekeepers. They don't want to help each other. Yeah. They don't believe in pulling one another up. Me, I'm just not like that. I'm a natural giver. If I see an opportunity that makes sense for someone, I literally align them. That I just and I get invited to so many events. I get so many press opportunities. And if I see if it's not meant for me, it's meant for someone else. And that's not my blessing, that's theirs. So I believe, I don't know if you guys are spiritual, but I believe God speaks through people. Yeah. So it's up for you to, I'm so blessed because I give. Anytime I ask God, right, or I pray and I say, this is what I want to transpire, right? I always say, what did I give in order to have that ask or in order to receive that? So I make sure every day I'm giving to someone. And you know how in the church, I'm not really big on churches or anything like that, but in the church they have tithes and offerings, right? And you have to give in order to receive. So that's what I do. I help where I can. I give back to the community, or I'll give back to a friend that's an entrepreneur that needs help or guidance or anything like that. And I really believe in that, and I stand, because in this industry, people are just gatekeepers. They're transactional, and they move with malicious intent. And I just want it to not be that. I wanted to be able to provide a safe place where you could come on set and I will literally have Pix 11 there and then someone with a blogspot page there, and I'll be interviewing Music Soul Child. I wanted to provide that platform where it's affordable, because a lot of people can't afford a publicist at $4,000 or $5,000 a month. It's unrealistic, especially for up and coming artists or single parents, or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to provide that platform where it was safe, and you come on set, you get to network, you meet all these amazing people, everyone that has good energy. You network, you work with your favorite artists, and it's just an experience. So it took off. It literally started off as digital, and I would just use my celebrity friends, so to say. I would ask them to come in and shoot the cover. They would. I would invite press. They'll come in and interview. It was upcoming hairstylists and makeup artists. They got to expand their resumes just from coming in one day and That's dedicating awesome. One day. So then it kind of took off in Ingram, which is Barnes and Noble. You should, they reached out to me and they're like, "Oh, we want to put this magazine in stores." Nice. And so on Amazon, we outsold Vogue 3 years in a row.
Talk that. Say that again.
We outsold Vogue, and this is a fact. You can Google it.
Google it.
Yeah, we outsold Vogue, and we had a staff of over 50 employees before COVID hit. Wow. So we really took off, and it was it's my baby. I'm really proud of it. So we've been around since 2015. So actually, God is my second child.
Can we snap to that? Yeah, I feel like me and you are cousins.
We could be cousins.
You definitely hacked my laptop and just said my graduation speech. But now, I really resonate with you, and it's something that me and Gabe talk about all the time, the idea of being a giver. Yeah, I'm Go, brother. I love you,
You
man.
go.
No, you go.
Okay, ladies first.
But yo, the idea of like being a giver and like I believe you. I feel like a lot of my blessings is because I think I do for a lot of people and I don't ask for nothing in return.
Right.
Only thing I ask is that you do for others and that you be a shining light. And then if we do work together, just give it your all. Just care about what you do. But sometimes that could be draining. So I want you to get real with me. Tell me about the opposite side of that because like I've been in situations where it's like you see people in high positions, agents, publicists, it'd be like, yo, John, sometimes you got to focus on yourself right now. And the more you focus on yourself with all the things you got going on, then later you can come back and help all of these wonderful people that you want to help. So as a person who's been in the game, as a legend in the game, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that?
A legend in the game?
Yeah, you're a legend. You can say what you want, but you're a legend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, I just went through probably one of the worst experiences of my life because I was giving too much and I ended up falling in love. And it's me taking accountability. And it just turned into such a traumatic experience and I feel like it was a life lesson. I had pure intentions. They were wearing a mask. So I can't, the tribulation in that is the fact that it was traumatic. And it was something very difficult to go through in all areas. And just to see somebody that you were so close to hurt you to that capacity, it's a lot. It's something I'm still dealing with. But that was probably the darkest that I've been in the entertainment industry because, again, I'm such a giver. And I was with my son's father for years. And to start and be involved with someone else finally, and then you run into something like that where they were just around you for an opportunity, it made me want to really give up. And I had people like Anthony, like, Pilar, you got this, you're strong, and you have good friends and a good support system. So the people that actually I poured into and were my friends were actually my backbone through this traumatic experience that I went through. So that was the darkest. That was, and I would just say my life, the lesson I learned in that is I wanted to stop. I wanted to give up on the industry. I don't know if y'all saw my post on Instagram, and I'm just like, F this, it's over. Like, I'm about to retire. I don't want to do this anymore. And I just felt like, I was being punished. But the lesson is that I have to not only ask for discernment, but I have to set boundaries. Because like you said, it is draining when you're focusing on so many people. It is draining when you're not prioritizing yourself. So I'm a priority now. My son has always been a priority, but I wasn't prioritizing myself or my career. I was literally getting pressed for everyone else, making sure they're reaching their quota. And my pictures were when I was like 260 pounds on Google. And I'm like, where is my press at? So now I hold myself accountable to the same standards that I hold all of my closest friends to. Like, all right, 2 events is your quota. 2 press outlets a month is your quota, and there's no excuses. I don't care if you had a shitty month. I don't know if I could curse, but I don't care if you had a crappy month. I don't care. Like, you have to reach that quota in order to, keep going in your career. And even through that traumatic experience, I still met my quota. It made me go hard.